Did you know that more than 12 million Americans over 40 are living with vision problems right now? And most of them are seniors. Maybe you felt it yourself. The print on the newspaper looks fuzzy. Road signs at night are harder to read. Even watching TV, you find yourself squinting more than before. The truth is, aging eyes don't have to mean losing independence. But if we ignore the problem, simple things like driving to the store, reading a recipe, or recognizing a friend's face can become real struggles. That's why today's video matters. I'm going to share 5 foods backed by science that can help protect your vision and keep your eyes working for you, not against you. And here's the twist. One of them has twice the vision-boosting power of carrots. I'll reveal it in just a moment, so stay with me. Take Evelyn, age 72. She used to dread reading the morning paper because the letters blurred together. After making a few changes in her meals, she noticed she could enjoy her coffee and the news again without straining. If it worked for her, it may work for you too. So let's get into it. After 60, vision changes are not just common, they're expected. According to the CDC, millions of older adults deal with cataracts, age-related macular degeneration, or just the everyday strain of blurry sight. These aren't small inconveniences. They touch the very core of daily life. Think about it. You're at the grocery store and can't read the price tags. You sit down to enjoy a book, but the words swim together. Or maybe you're driving at night and those headlights feel blinding. These aren't just annoyances. They chip away at your freedom and independence. What makes it harder is how quietly these problems sneak in. One year you're fine. The next year you're avoiding night drives or needing stronger glasses. And too often people assume it's just part of aging and that nothing can be done. That's not true. The National Eye Institute highlights that nutrition plays a direct role in eye health. Certain vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants can help slow down or even prevent common eye diseases. Medline Plus also emphasizes that protecting your vision isn't only about checkups, it's also about what goes on your plate every day. Here's the good news. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. Just a few simple foods, things you can buy at any supermarket, have been shown to strengthen your eyes, reduce dryness, and protect against long-term damage. In fact, one food you probably already know has almost double the vision-boosting nutrient of carrots. And that's where we'll begin. Let's start with a food you might not expect. Sweet potatoes. For years, people have said, eat your carrots, they're good for your eyes. And that's true. But here's something most folks don't realize. A serving of sweet potatoes has almost twice the vitamin A of carrots. Vitamin A is what your eyes use to detect light and send signals to your brain. Without enough of it, night vision becomes harder. That's why some older adults notice halos around headlights or struggle to read in dim restaurants. Medline Plus notes that vitamin A deficiency can even lead to dry eyes, or in extreme cases, spots on the eye's surface. The good news is, sweet potatoes are simple. You can bake them, mash them, or just roast slices in the oven. They're naturally sweet, filling, and easy to add to dinner. Take Evelyn, the 72-year-old I mentioned earlier. She swapped her usual dinner roll for half a baked sweet potato a few nights a week. Within a month, she felt more confident driving home after evening church services. It wasn't a miracle. It was just consistent, healthy fuel for her eyes. Now I want to hear from you. Between carrots and sweet potatoes, which do you eat more often? Drop your answer in the comments. You might be surprised how many people are Team Sweet Potato. Next, we'll move to a group of foods that protect the very center of your vision, where you see the sharpest details. Now let's talk about greens, specifically kale and spinach. These aren't just salad fillers. They're packed with two nutrients your eyes depend on: lutein and zeaxanthin. The National Eye Institute explains that these carotenoids collect in the macula, the tiny spot in the back of your eye responsible for sharp central vision. That's the part of your eye you use to read the newspaper, recognize faces, or watch your favorite show. Without enough protection, the macula wears down over time, leading to age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. Research shows lutein and zeaxanthin act like natural filters, helping block harmful blue light from screens and sunlight. The American Academy of Ophthalmology adds that diets rich in these nutrients may lower the risk of cataracts too. For something as simple as a handful of spinach, that's powerful protection. The challenge, of course, is taste. Many people don't like raw greens, but you don't need to choke down salads every day. Toss spinach into a smoothie, add kale to scrambled eggs, or stir some into soup. Once it's blended or cooked, the taste almost disappears. George, a 68-year-old retiree, hated greens his whole life. But when his daughter showed him a spinach banana smoothie, he gave it a shot. A few weeks later, he noticed less eye strain while reading in the evenings. Small change, big result. I'm curious, how do you usually eat your greens? Salads, smoothies, or something else? Share it below. Coming up next, we'll move from greens to something a little sweeter: fruits that deliver a daily boost of vitamin C. Next on the list are citrus fruits, like oranges, tangerines, and grapefruits. They're refreshing, affordable, and loaded with vitamin C. Vitamin C is more than just an immune booster. The American Academy of Ophthalmology points out that this antioxidant is found in high levels in the fluid inside your eye, where it helps protect against damage from free radicals. Over time, free radical damage contributes to cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. That's why studies suggest people who regularly get enough vitamin C may slow down these conditions. Here's the best part: it doesn't take much. A single orange in the morning or half a grapefruit at lunch provides a strong dose of vitamin C. You don't need supplements if you enjoy fresh fruit. Evelyn, the 72-year-old I mentioned earlier, used to start her mornings with a can of soda. When she switched to a glass of orange juice and a slice of grapefruit, she noticed her eyes felt less dry by mid-afternoon. It was a small swap that gave her steady comfort through the day. So let me ask you, do you usually have citrus in your diet? Maybe orange slices at breakfast or lemonade in the summer? Share your routine in the comments. Up next, we'll move from fruit to something completely different: healthy fats that can ease dry eyes and protect your vision from the inside out. Now let's turn to omega-3 fatty acids, the healthy fats found in fish like salmon, tuna, and sardines, as well as in plant sources like walnuts and flax seeds. These fats are not just good for your heart, they're vital for your eyes too. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention note that omega-3s play a key role in the health of the retina and may help lower the risk of age-related macular degeneration. They also support tear production, which means less burning, stinging, or dryness, complaints many older adults know all too well. Studies also show that diets rich in omega-3s may ease symptoms of diabetic retinopathy, a common eye complication among seniors living with diabetes. The science is clear: getting omega-3s from food is more effective than relying only on supplements. The good news is, adding them doesn't have to be complicated. A simple grilled salmon fillet twice a week, canned tuna on whole grain bread, or even a handful of walnuts as a snack can make a noticeable difference over time. Frank, a 75-year-old retiree, used to rub his eyes constantly while watching TV at night. After his doctor suggested more fish in his diet, he began eating salmon twice a week. Within a month, his eyes felt less irritated, and he could enjoy his evening shows without distraction. The last foods on our list bring together two powerful nutrients, vitamin E and zinc. Both have been shown to protect the eyes from long-term damage and help you see more clearly, especially in low light. The National Eye Institute highlights findings from the AREDS study, which showed that antioxidants like vitamin E, combined with zinc, can slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. This is important because AMD is one of the leading causes of vision loss for people over 60. Zinc helps the body move vitamin A into the retina, where it creates melanin, a pigment that protects the eye from harmful light. Without enough zinc, night vision often suffers. That's why some people notice more trouble driving at dusk. Vitamin E, on the other hand, is a strong antioxidant that shields eye tissue from oxidative stress, the gradual damage that builds up over time. The good news? These nutrients aren't hard to find. Almonds, sunflower seeds, and avocados are rich in vitamin E. Beans and legumes provide plenty of zinc. A small handful of nuts or a scoop of beans at lunch can deliver exactly what your eyes need. Take Evelyn again. After her doctor suggested adding almonds and beans to her meals, she made a simple switch: almonds for her afternoon snack and a bowl of lentil soup once a week. Over time, she noticed less strain when driving home in the evening, and she felt more confident at night. How about you? Do you snack on nuts or seeds during the day? Let me know in the comments. Up next, I'll bring all 5 foods together so you can see how simple changes in your meals can add up to lasting protection for your eyes. So here we are, 5 foods: sweet potatoes, leafy greens, citrus fruits, omega-3 rich fish and nuts, plus vitamin E and zinc sources. Each one gives your eyes the fuel they need to stay clear, comfortable, and strong. Remember how we started with carrots? They're good, but sweet potatoes actually deliver nearly twice the vitamin A. That's the food I promised at the beginning, and now you know why it matters. When you put these foods together, the benefits stack up. You lower your risk of cataracts and macular degeneration, protect against dry eyes, and improve night vision. More importantly, you hold on to the independence that matters, reading your mail without trouble, recognizing faces at family gatherings, and driving with confidence even when the sun sets. And here's the best part. These aren't exotic superfoods. They're everyday items you can find at the grocery store and enjoy in simple meals. You don't need to overhaul your life. Just add 1 or 2 of these foods each week and give your eyes what they've been missing. Your future vision can be clearer than you think. Evelyn is proof that small choices add up. At 72, she thought blurry mornings and trouble driving at night were just part of aging. But after adding sweet potatoes, spinach smoothies, citrus fruit, salmon, and almonds to her weekly meals, she noticed a real change. Reading her morning paper felt easy again. Driving home from church didn't make her nervous anymore. If Evelyn can regain comfort and confidence at her age, so can you. Protecting your eyes isn't about big leaps. It's about simple steps taken consistently, starting today. Now it's your turn. Which of these 5 foods will you try first? Sweet potatoes, leafy greens, citrus, omega-3s, or nuts and seeds? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your answer. If this video gave you value, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next tip to protect your eyes. Share it with a friend or family member who also worries about their vision. They'll thank you for it. And when you're ready, watch my next video on daily habits that can slow down vision decline.